We're going to take the Pachelbel Canon now and do a quick study of it. In the course JazzSkills for Piano, we spend a lot of time lesson after lesson discussing how to develop the Pachelbel Canon. But what we're going to do today is I'll give you a quick overview of how to do it, and then we're going to apply a groove to it, which will be more fun. So the way we start is we take the bass line, which is 1, 5, 6 minor, 3 minor, 4, 1, 4, 5. Now, I suggest that's very easy to do in all keys. So you might want to take that 1, 5, 6, 3, 4, 1, 4, 5, 1, 5, 6, 3, 4, 1, 4, 5, etc. Now, the melody just comes down the scale that you're in. So if we're in C, it would be no problem. This is also relatively easy to do in all keys. All right, now we're going to take a 4-part harmony exercise and apply it to the Pachelbel Canon. The basic rule with 4-part harmony is that you don't double the third. So if you're playing a C chord, it would be like C, E, G, except the E is up an octave and then we add another C. Here is a basic 4-part harmony chord. Root, 5th, 3rd, root. However, if we play the 3rd in the bass and the 3rd on the top, we're doubling the 3rd. You'll notice this sounds a little smoother and this sounds a little rougher. So we generally avoid doubling the 3rd. That brings us to the next exercise. We're going to do an exercise called bouncing. Now, when we bounce, we simply bounce around using all of the various versions of the open voicings, the 4-part harmonies. Now, what makes this more difficult is that we're trying to avoid doubling the 3rd. So the way I usually think about this, and I'll just do this quickly, I think off the top note, which is in the right hand. So for instance, if I play a G, I could play an E, which is the 3rd. If I play a 3rd of the chord in the right hand, then I avoid it in the left hand. Or also, if I play without a 3rd in the right hand, then I would put one in the left hand. So then I just bounce around. I can start on just C. Okay? And I could work my way through every chord in the Pachelbel Canon. Here's G. Here's A minor. Here's E minor. Okay. Now moving right along, and as I said, this is discussed much more completely in the course itself. We're going to bounce using 2 voicings for every chord change in the Pachelbel Canon. We're just going to bounce around randomly. So here's the 1 chord. Here's the 5 chord, the G chord. Here's the 6 minor, A minor. And we can just go around. Remember, we are thinking of the right hand first, and we're thinking of the melody note, which is the top note of the chord. We can also do this using 4 voicings for each chord in the Pachelbel Canon. Okay. All right, now we're going to put on a metronome. This is at 145. And we're going to set a groove in our mind before we even play anything. So for instance, we can think ba, 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 ba. It's just an arbitrary groove. I could have chosen something else. So now I'm going to play the Pachelbel Canon bouncing around, and I'll be using different voicings. So watch what we do. 3, 4. All right, now I'm going to use Band in the Box. I don't know if you have that, but I really recommend this program. It sounds great. Here's a little Band in the Box. Okay, we're having fun. Let's start this over. And this time, I'm going to break up the open voicings, like okay, so let's try that. Here we go. All right, this time we're going to add in a little bit of melody. Okay, this is lots of fun. If you don't have Band in a Box, check it out at PG Music and have fun with the program. I think it's a great program. It's a wonderful program to help learning jazz piano. So have fun with this, and of course, play it in all keys.